Namaste. Namastizzle. Greetings, peace and blessings. What's up? Namastizzle. I am Magic LaQuizzle. That don't even sound right. What's up, people? What's up? Happy Jupiter Day. Don't forget to hit that and smash that and click that like button on your way in, share and subscribe. You know the drill. Today is the day of Jove. When I say Jove, that was uh, one of the names for Jupiter. I think Babylonian names. So anyway, I'm hoping you're having a great week. Um, the weekend is almost here, and the winter solstice is next week. So what's going on, Sharon? What's up? Namaste. It's a great day. It's a great day. I'm having a great day. I hope that you all are as well. The show, um, the show last night was a great show. I always have a good time speaking with Reverend Patience. That's one of my dear friends. You know, a good practitioner, and she has me cracking up all the time. But that was a good show last night. She's talking about actually getting me on her show as a regular. So we'll see how it goes. So, as the title suggests, where did you get your inspiration from? Now, I know all of us are sitting here like, not in a great mood all the time, and life happens and stress happens. You know what I'm saying? Not just stress, but just the way this world is set up now, the way this society is set up, the way this realm is set up. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get distracted from your purpose, your spiritual purpose. It's easy to get stressed. I keep saying stress because stress is the root all diseases, all of them. You see what I'm saying? So how do you combat that? How do you get inspired? Are there songs? Are there songs that inspire you? One of the songs that can bring me close to tears every time I hear it, or even just look at the video, is a song that got me through one of my darkest times in my life and in Philadelphia. And that song is called All Right. It's called All Right with Freeway. Freeway featuring Alan Anthony. But there's two versions. There's one with Alan Anthony just singing by himself, and there's another version with Freeway rapping it, but Alan Anthony's in it. So that's one of my favorite songs. You see what I'm saying? It brings back memories of a dark time for me. And I love that song. And like I said, it can bring me close to tears when I hear it. You know what I mean? Another one that is a great inspirational song is Lauryn Hill. Everything is everything. And that was one of my darkest times in El Paso. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain music songs. All right, but music that can inspire me. You see what I'm saying? It's rare these days that I'm just walking around in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? The energy of society is awful, it's toxic. And we were speaking about this last night on her show. And your aura can capture that because energy is magnetism. See what I'm saying? So it's easy to attach to you. That's why I stay away from crowded places. I go to Walmart, I'm in and out, except if I'm with my wife. Then, of course, she wants to shop. But for the most part, I don't go to clubs. I don't go anywhere where there's a lot of people, especially not a lot of niggas. Who's in the chat? Sometimes movies, sometimes song. What's up, EJ Taylor? Peace, love, and light. Yeah, I've been, you know what, Tosh, greetings. I was wondering what happened to you. I hadn't seen you in a minute. What I get life is hectic, but um that's the song I need to hear right now. Yeah, everything is everything. It's like you can't stress about things that's gonna happen, you know. Um, the reason I say that, I rarely am walking around in a bad mood or stressed about any situation that comes up. Of course, for me, I have magic. I am a practitioner. So I know what to do. You see what I'm saying? So, but songs, like I said, my top two songs, check it out when you get a chance. Everything is Everything by Lauryn Hill and All Right by Alan Anthony. One of the most underrated songs ever. It is a great song. And I found out recently that he wrote that song during one of his dark periods in his life. So yeah, check that song out when you can. What's up, Ethan? How you doing, brother? Namaste. Namaste. I also wrote a song, a song, a poem. I wrote a poem. Um, that is a great question. Actually, that is a damn good question. How do you distinguish between your mind and the spirit talking to you? What spirit are we talking about, though? Okay. Your mind can create so many different scenarios for you. All right. Um, and people who are delusional or just fooling themselves will say, oh, this spirit's talking to me, when it's pretty much their ego talking to them. All right. People who had still operate from their ego, their base natures. You know what I'm saying? That's something you will have to determine, though. How do you distinguish that? See what I'm saying? If we're talking about deities, if we're talking about that, the way that deities talk to me is through dreams. They appear in dreams. Now, whether that's my mind talking to me in symbolic form is up for debate, right? But this is how I know when a ritual has worked and the spirit has heard my request. I have a dream about that particular spirit. Okay. Give you an example. One time I called on the Olympic spirit Hagith, which is a Venus spirit. Okay. I think I can't remember. I think I was testing it out to see what Hagith could do, so to speak. And so I had a dream, a very, very vivid dream about being in a locker room in a gym, I think, or auditorium. I was in a locker room, and I hope this is a TMI, but I was eating some cat, some sister. I couldn't even see her face. I mean, this shit was vivid. I mean, so vivid that I woke up like and looked at my wife like, what the hell was that? So that's how spirits communicate. They communicate through dreams. Um, if that's, I hope that answered your question. If that's what you were looking for, is that what you were looking for? Did that answer it? Let me know if I answered it. Y'all with me? Got a text. All right. Baby, don't you cry. But magic is inspiring for me, of course. That's what I talk about. That's who I am. All right. Of course, I'm gonna say that. You know what I mean? But where else can you find inspiration? I wrote a poem. I'm a poet also. I wrote a poem that I want to share with y'all. I posted it today. I got a lot of good responses. I hadn't seen this in a while, but when I read about Alan Anthony's reason for penning his poem, I mean his song, I said, how many songs have I written during dark times? This was one of them. And it goes like this, called I Have Let Go. I have let go of unhappiness, past pain. I couldn't find the sunshine because I couldn't see past the constant rain that always had me soaked. So I used to say drenched. My struggles were my own doing, and I was my own worst enemy. But I have let go. Matured enough to finally forgive, I no longer accept struggling and adversity as a reality. I've grown into an even stronger mentality. No longer do I accept any amount of strife, nor do I welcome any negativity into my life. There may even be those that wish me harm. Finally, I have realized exactly who karma is. I have given up the ghost of me, like Christ did on the cross, like that brave queen let go of her life in the evil grasp of Katrina. I have let go of senseless fears. I have wasted many useless tears. My prejudices, my stereotypes, my spirit, once the caged eagle, now set free, soaring the twilight skies, free from any earthly worry, gone are mentally induced afflictions, now a stress and drama free condition. Finally, the God within me has let go of the old stubborn me. I breathe deeply, exhale a sigh. I exist freely. Now I truly know why. I can live my life as golden as the day the sun was given birth and give maternal kisses all over the earth. I have let go of those that have claimed to lie of those that have claimed to love me cyberly, those that have drained me mentally, those that have sucked the life from me emotionally, those that have been selfish and just taken me for granted physically, and those that have tried to fight me psychically, yet couldn't quite capture me spiritually. Hand in hand with my creator, they can all get thee behind me. Because finally I have set myself free and I have let go. From this day forward, the energy that makes me soars toward the illuminating and eternal light, happy, complete, tranquil, serene, peacefully loving and enjoying me. I have let go, have accepted the cosmic blueprint and plan. That little lost boy has burnt away. From his ashes has risen a complete and total man. Like the phoenix, I have awakened and I rise, clothed in the Creator's blessing. I can fully begin to heal. Once again, I can start to feel, love freely, live truly, be holy, because I have let go. Oh, Tosh, you remember that story, right? I knew somebody was going to remember. I know I told it before. That's what's up. What's up? Peace, Caribbean Grimoire. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Nate the Great? Peace and blessings and welcome. I'm having this problem where I don't know if it's the ego or the spirit talking. I need to develop my psychic senses more. The more you the more you practice, the more you practice, the more psychic you become, the more you unlock gifts, you know. But the number one tool to do that is meditation. Okay? Meditation. All right? Write down everything. You know what I'm saying? Write down everything. It'll come. Don't force it and don't rush it. It will come. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Konami? Excuse me. Um, Yeah, I thought Tasha would remember that story. I always, almost thought honestly that I was cheating. That that dream was so real, but it wasn't a dream. It was an astral travel. I woke up with a certain taste in my mouth, and I thought I had hair in my mouth. That's how vivid that shit was. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is how the spirits. This is how they communicate. At least with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the save. Oh yeah, I want to share this with y'all real quick. Um, just to go to show you. like like I said, when you have a whole system of one certain group of people who control everything and who constantly just want you to be stay fucked up. You know what I mean? Want you to stay stressed, don't want you to unlock your potential. That can actually get to you. That can stress you the fuck out. You know, when you wake up and you see the sky and you know it's clear and you know the sun is coming out. And then an hour or so later, you see them spraying the skies. Next thing you know, it's cloudy out. I don't know. That pisses me the hell off every time I see that. Like, why are y'all trying to block the goddamn sun? But we already know why. You should know why. You should know why by now. You know why they're trying to block the sun. I think Konami gave the answer the last live. He said trying to extend their time. It is what it is, you know. And I think the Matrix actually shows that this is what those you can't tell me Morpheus is the one who said we are the ones who scorched the sky. You see what I'm saying? How is that not chemtrails? You know what I mean? How's that not in the animatrix? It shows when they came to this so-called decision to torch the sky, to block out their power source, which was the sun. I mean, you can take that in two ways. You know, who they really talking about when they say that? California nationalists. Are you here to troll me? What's up? What's up? I want to share something with y'all though, real quick. Let's see. Man, the song's playing in my head. All right.
In Atlanta now, you have something called Spelman College. You know who Spelman is, right? That's John D. Rockefeller's wife. Her last name is Spelman. Her last name is Spelman.
That's the man's wife?
That's his wife.
Look at Spelman down south.
Man, Google it right now. Google who spelled.
Go look this up real quick.
I never knew Spelman College named after.
Check this out.
Mrs. Laura Spelman Rockefeller.
Ooh!
In 1894, name changes to Spelman Seminary in honor of Miss Laura Spelman Rockefeller.
Let's not talk about Morehouse. Let's not talk about. Look, all these medical colleges. Go look. You think it goes back to somebody that's black? They don't. All these medical colleges go back to subsidiary and basically names or middle names or third grand. These are named that all these different medical colleges is named after John D. Rockefeller family. And you can trace them back. Just like you can trace back all the presidents to come from one entity, come from one bloodline. You can do the same thing with every medical college. Now, within the last 20 years, there's a bunch of new medical colleges that came up outside of that, which still follow the curriculum, but don't have their name. But when you start studying these names, man, they go back to John D. Rockefeller family, man. They go back to his family names. He owned these schools. That's why if you go and you teach against them, you can get locked up and persecuted because he sits at the head of the federal directors in the federal Supreme Court. John D. Rockefeller, man, he controlled the damn world, man. Him and the Carnegies. These are people that don't have no doctrines in medicines, but they have enough money to influence. Because now you got enough money, you can put people in office. You can put certain governments in office. You can create the FBI. Guess who funded the creation of the FBI? Rockefeller did. He funded that. That's why it's an agency. He funded that agency. The FBI would not be the FBI without the Rockefeller Foundation family. He funded it. So what he did was he said, look, we're going to put money into the government system. We're going to put money into the school. I think it was in 1911. He created the Educational School Board. So everything that you learn from kindergarten all the way into college is actually the Flexner Report. Flexner, Carnegie, and the Rockefeller family came together with a bunch of scientists and a bunch of psychologists, and they said, we're going to create education. So whenever you learn anything in a public school system, you are being taught. You sitting on John D. Rockefeller lap. You acting like he your grandpa, and he giving you game on how he wants you to be ran. Now, check this out. This is his famous quote. He said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of what? Workers. So you go to school to become a worker. Who you working for? The pharmaceutical companies.
Mm. Was that deep or was that deep? Was that deep or was that deep? Y'all ain't know that, huh? That is fucking crazy. That a small group, imagine being so rich that you can determine how society is, how it's run. Kind of fucks your mind up when you think about it, right? A small group of psychopaths. You know what I'm saying? How does this not? I mean, and it's to the point now, it's not even hidden. It's not hidden at all. And yet the masses still don't want to rise up, don't want to do nothing about it. So, it is what it is. Peace, brother Moore. How you doing? What's going on? Like I said, happy fucking Thursday. Praise the motherfucking Lord. Uh, um, here's a book. Here's a book that you might want to check out if you were interested in working with Jinn or Genie. It is called The Book of Smokeless Fire. Okay. They got rituals in here. They got talismans that you can use to call on certain energies or certain jinn. Um, they give you the formula. If you're daring, S. Ben Kayin. Kayin is spelled Qayin. The Book of Smokeless Fire. I haven't looked at this book in years. I just happened to look at it like, damn, Conjuration of the Eternal Black Flame. Look at that shit. Uh, like I said, there's like 72. Look at that. 72 different jinn that you can conjure in this book. 72. The last one happens to be the daughter of Iblis. Ah, the Book of Smokeless Fire. It may go for thousands of dollars these days. Scary stuff? Yeah, that is scary when you think about it, that you're basically living on a farm. They harvest your energy and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They own the military, they own the government, everything you see, the court system, the justice system, everything that runs society is owned by these few fucking individuals.
The flat earthers might be onto something.
Shit, my bad. uh, that cover alone speaks for itself. Yeah. I think I lent this out. This is by Nephilim Press. That's the publishing company it comes from. What does that say? Sumless fire spin game. I heard the jinn don't like humans. They have temperaments just like we do, you know. And for a detailed explanation on that, Ethian, you can go look on my channel on the search button and the Gatewalkers Dialogue Part 3. Me, Warlock Asylum, and Terrain Hicks, we discussed that, the jinn. I believe it's part 3. Okay. I just looked at it myself. I go over my own shows to see what I said at a certain time. He was a part of Becoming a Living God authors. Did you know that he's locked up? I'm sure you know this, right? Become a Living God. I won't speak on what's his name? E.A. Coetting. He got some good books, but he got caught pushing drugs. And yeah, he's in jail. There's volume 1 and 2. Volume 1 and 2. And also, like I'm always saying, these celebrities aren't any help because they're there for a reason. They're there to help control you. Like celebrity worship is pretty much at an all-time high right now, and talent is not required. It's no longer required to be talented to get superstardom. That is no longer required. Okay. And anyone that says that I'm just hating on the celebrities, fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, so music, certain music, poetry, and that's another thing that's becoming a lost art, is poetry. Um, movies, I found out this morning that Taraji P. Henson is going to be playing Suge Avery in The New Color Purple. Okay. Their gatekeepers is super high. Look at the Beehive. I mean, she can sing, but they still file. Yeah, from what I hear, this last time she sold them concert tickets to film them, film the audience watching her. They're going to sell them concert tickets. They're going to film them watching her. That's what the man, Dora Pauls. Short little Dora Pauls for the cause. Bobby. Bobby is great. Bobby Hemmett is great with naming these superstars that people follow. Let's take a look. I got on one of my favorite.
Because you're like a government agent, you get your orders, you know it's time up. He knew the last speech was coming down, and he sounded like Malcolm on that thing. You see, but it's interesting how things go down. How things go down. Now, this is the new thing. The Euros know that something is going down, because it is. So they say, well, listen, if we can't win this war, we can try to breed ourselves into the next millennium.
Breed.
So all of a sudden now, black actresses couldn't get no jobs, and all the brothers were working in the 90s. You know, Angela Bassett and them would get a movie, they might get one 2 years later. But all of a sudden now, they can get movies, but they got to be in them with the white boys. So they had the little girl, Tandy Newton. Now, come on now. She had a love affair with Tom Cruise. That's the top gay white boy. And it was so much of a love affair until I forgot she was black. You see? It wasn't just, they screwed her or something, They've been doing that since some Live and Let Die. James Bond movie with Gloria Hinder. They fucked her in the movie. So now we conquered that shit. And they've been screwing black women ever since. But no, it was a real deal, genuine love affair. And that's a genuine love affair. Then you had your girl Nia Long. She couldn't get enough of black movies. She get in the movie Boiler Room. You got your Angela Bassett did a movie Supernova. She kissed the doggone white boy. The white boy ends up with a brown eye. She ends up with a blue eye. That's that union. She kissed the white boy in Strange Days. So now they're pitting all the sisters together with the males, and they're saying, see, that's how they send the message. It's all right. It's all right. Meanwhile, they're trying to breed themselves for the new millennium. Say, well, we can't make it. We can still get a black child that will carry on some part of our genes. New shit going down. Now, I got a brother up in Atlanta, just married a sister who was married to a Skull and Bones. You know how we all did. She married to a Skull and Bones. You know what I'm saying? And she married to a Skull and Bones. You know, because we got the list here, all the people. We got the list of all the people who's ever crossed the line.
Listen.
And married to all the famous people. James Earl Jones, Sammy Davis Jr., Harry Belafonte. These are the people who was either married, who slept with him a long time, or who got divorced. No matter. Make the list. James Earl Jones, Sammy Davis Jr., Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Dorothy Dandridge, Leslie Uggams, Barbara McNear, Pearl Bailey, Scatman Crothers, Herbie Hancock, Lonette McGee, Wesley Snipes, Red Fox, Montel Williams, Erica Alexandra, that's the girl off of Living Single, the dark-skinned girl, Kim Fields, Cuba Gooding Jr., Lynn Whitfield, Lynn Moody, Sonny Rollins, Gregory Hines, Quincy Jones, Iman, Naomi Campbell, Tay Diggs, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley, Kobe Bryant, and showed your motherfucking ass some shit. I said, I'm going for Larry Bird. Fuck that. Robert Parrish, Ray Allen, Casey Jones, Grover Washington, Anne-Marie Johnson, Alfred Woodard, Jack Johnson, Melvin Van Peebles, Richard Pryor, Wilt Chamberlain. Now here go a nigga. He the first person to stand up against black women and say that the black woman was fucked up. He was the first person to sue or to savage your ass. That's why I burned a candle when that motherfucker croaked to dust. You gonna savage your sister? Remember he did that? He was the first person to come out and say you wasn't shit and open up the floodgates. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Tiger Woods, Tim Duncan, Stacey Dash, Tandy Newton, Diana Ross, Maya Angelou, Diane Carroll, Lena Horne, Leontine Price, Donna Summer, Puff Daddy, Prince, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, LaToya Jackson, goddamn. Debbie Thomas, Dorian Haywood, remember him? Olivia Cole, Carl Weathers, Whoopi Goldberg, Nell Carter, Madge Sinclair, Roxy Rocker, Jimi Hendrix, Lou Rawls, Shaka Khan, Jessica Hodo, Richard Roundtree, Herschel Walker, O.J. Simpson, Tina Turner, Ike Turner, Della Reese, Rod Carew, Barry Bonds, Frank Thomas, Clarence Thomas, Adam Clayton Powell, one of the Pointer Sisters, one of them, Glenn Rice, Rick James, LeVar Burton, Billy D. Williams, Linda Clifford, Louis Gossett, Fred Williamson, Angela Davis. Yeah. That's right. She married the head of the Communist Party, 1976. Yeah. Ben Vereen, Frederick Douglass, Paula Abdul, Mariah Carey, Radon Chong, Tukey Smith, Al Jarreau, George Sanford Brown, Denise Williams, Julian Bond. This is everybody in the fucking world. Greer, Dennis Green, Cheikh Anta Diop, Dr. J. He's tiptoed, don't matter. Sinclair Drake, Black J.A. Rogers, Ivan Van Sertima had one for a little bit. Reggie Jackson, Todd Bridges, Henry Louis Gates, Leela Rashawn, LaFonso Ellis, D. Brown, Coolio. Didn't Coolio got? Mookie Blaylock. What's your boy? They played in Bang Rains. Marcus Allen, Danny Manning, Quinn Buckner, Sly Stone, Vanessa Williams. She did about face when they dropped on that thing, you know, but still, yeah, you know. Bill Cartwright, B.J. Armstrong, Tatiana Ali, she got one. Bobby McFerrin, Alice Walker, oh shoot, Kofi Annan, he's over the UN. Bill Russell, Minnie Riperton, Howard Hewitt, Mercer Ellington, Paul Mooney, David Thompson, Leroy Jones, Amira Baraka, Gordon Parks, Lorraine Hansberry, Frantz Fanon, Octavia Butler, Josephine Baker.
Damn.
What's this? Lorene Phillips, I guess. Randy Moss, Father Divine, Brian Gumble, one of them Milli Vanilli brothers. Victoria Victoria Rausch. Now, Lenny Kravitz. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make.
Wow. He spent, how long was that? That was like 5 minutes. 5 minutes naming all these celebrities who have been compromised. I say all of them. I truly say all of them. You don't get big unless you get down with them. You see what I'm saying? You just sent me some. Taraji P. Henson, she's super compromised. Yes, she is. She absolutely is. But she has gained weight. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that Suge Avery was very skinny. She's very skinny. So I don't have any intention of seeing it in the first goddamn place. So I think the woman who Jonathan Majors was dating was really his handler, and his trial is a humiliate. Oh, absolutely. They're humiliating the hell out of Jonathan Majors. Before that, you saw him everywhere. You saw Jonathan Majors in everything. He was in Loki. He was in Lovecraft Country. He was in every damn thing. He's in the Western, The Harder They Fall, and then his humiliation ritual. I totally agree with that, Brother Moore. Totally agree with that. That's Magic, but we know they practice hella rights on the people. Indeed. J.A. Rogers, yep, the author. When rappers use lean, do they access the spiritual realm? Is that where the creativity comes from? I can't tell you that. Yeah, Paul Mooney too. You know, when they use lean, I don't know. I can't answer that. You know, I do know that other people use certain herbs, certain cactus, certain drinks, like absinthe. Absinthe has a lot of herbs in it, natural herbs. And I know from drinking absinthe, you get very creative. You don't, it's not a down high, so to speak. It's not a down where you just relaxed and you know what I mean? It's not like that. It's you're up, you're thinking, stimulated. See what I'm saying? I used to drink it and watch horror movies. He was in the Bloods. I didn't know that either. I sure did not know that. Um, but Ether, I can't answer that question, man. Like I said, rappers are they're not creative at all, in my opinion, but it could be. I don't know. I can't answer that. How can you answer that? Because some people use weed to get creative. Um, you got to be careful with absinthe because it's a high alcohol content. High alcohol. You can get it anywhere now. It was banned for a while because of, I can't remember the reason. It was banned for a minute, but you can get it at a liquor store, or as they say in Philadelphia, the state store. You know what I mean? So I I honestly can't answer that. You know, I mean, if you want to try and use lean to get creative, go for it. Hey, Sister Righteous, how you doing? How you living? Absence is great though. Like I said, you got to be careful because it is high in alcohol content.
Did you know that underwater?
Oh, by the way, and I think I spoke about this before. Be inspired to live. You know, when I say where you get your inspiration from, because like I said, there's a miscommunication with people like, you know, people wait to die to enjoy life, which is very silly. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be, you know, we spoke about this last week. You know what I'm saying? But people are dying early. Have y'all noticed this? Celebrities are losing their lives at 60 years old. What's up with that? Rest in peace, Andre Braugher. He just passed like 2 days ago at 61. Prior to him, Lance Reddick, who was a great actor, passes away at 60. That, listen, y'all, 60 is not old. All right. Remember, there was a time where we lived for hundreds of years, literally. There was a time. There's records, there's documented evidence. What the fuck happened to our lifespan where it was shortened so much? 60 is not old. All right. It's not. But these people are passing away rapidly. Yeah, I just heard about that. I've been out of the loop. Yeah, I've been out of the loop too, um as far as like news. I'm out of the loop my damn self. Okay? This place, this place is hell. So how do you get inspired? Like, the United States is not a place. It's not a country. It's a realm. It's a realm of hell. Okay, where every decadent and degrading thing that you want to do or be, you can do it here. This is the only place where all this shit is allowed. Okay, here's a meme, not a meme, but an article. Look what it says. It says people in China thought that it was okay to call me fat to my face. It's more socially accepted and maybe even expected to comment on a person's appearance. Can we just say they're more honest? What's wrong with being honest? Okay? Here we praise unhealthiness and obesity. We praise it. This is the fattest country on the earth. The fattest. Okay? The Brooklyn Nine-Nine Melanated Man. Yeah, that's him. Andre Braugher. He was in Get on the Bus. That's an inspiring movie. We talk about inspiration. That's a very inspiring movie. Get on the Bus by Spike Lee that came out, I think, I want to say 99. Probably could have been before that, but Get on the Bus. It's about a group of men going to the Million Man March. Ozzie Davis, Roger Governor Smith is in it. Rock, aka what's Rock's name? Charles S. Dutton, Isaiah Washington, a couple other big names, but Get on the Bus. That's an inspirational movie. I haven't been watching YouTube like that either. Been so busy. Hey, I get it. Life happens. But that's what I'm saying. And that's what I was saying the other live. It's like, you know, take time for yourself and take breaks. It's needed. You know, they flood in the airwaves, they flood in the skies, they flood in the water and the food. Everything that you see and do is tainted, is compromised. How do you get inspired when all that's happening? Okay. Suppose you're not practicing magic. How do you do it otherwise? You got to figure that out for yourself. You know what I mean? Living life for me is inspiring. Okay. Herbs, dopa mucuna, St. John's wort, and other feel-good substances. It says substances, but that's not quite right. But magic, meditation, going within. Okay, going within. Nothing beats going within to find that all the answers you seek. Meditation machine. Okay. Remember, every illness can be cured. Every single one. All right. And if you got illnesses, that automatically adds to your stress. Okay. If you got pain, Like, there's some people running around here with constant pain. There's some people I know that are constantly sick. Ever since 2020, there's a lot of people who are constantly sick. Surprise, surprise, fucking surprise. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day here in Texas. The only two places that matches Texas as far as when the weather's nice is California and Florida. And I said that may sound like a cliche, but I've been all over the United States and nothing beats the weather here, like in El Paso. It's just gorgeous weather that you just want to be out in it and just enjoying the sunshine until they come fucking up the skies by spraying them goddamn chemtrails. The attention bombardment era. Good point. Good point. Great point. Do you believe in numerology? Of course. If you want to get into numerology, I suggest Konami's school on gematria. I don't know what was brain freeze. Gematria on Telegram. Okay. Yeah, of course I believe in I believe in everything that has to do with the occult. Now, the winter solstice is coming up. Make sure you get your rituals in. Okay. This is when the sun dies. Okay. But there are a lot of other correspondence that go along with that. You know, hence Christmas, the original intent of Christmas. All right. I am talking my ass off today, huh? We haven't heard from this man today. Let's hear from him.
12. It was all set up by the Moors. The Jews took it over and made it into some type of mind control program. So the loss of concentration, if you in a class, you sit here in this lecture right here, and you kind of like phase out for a minute, you go somewhere else, you just went into an intuitive phase. Something psychic is in you right now, something that you can determine for yourself in the future, past, present, or the future, or something you can manifest at that particular moment if you understand and realize that you just lost your concentration. Okay? If you feel tired and very fatigued, and I have all these symptoms all the time. I have them all the time.
Listen.
And the more you have them, the more you realize you have them, the more power you will activate within yourself. This is so you understand who you are. I, self, Lord and Master, famous Sifu Manel once said. And we're all not perfect. You know, Sifu Manel passed away, he was 72. Of brain cancer. What does that mean? Stored up anger.
Anger.
Unreleased. Cancer is anger. Stored up somewhere, wherever it manifests. If it's on the breast, well, guess what? You're over-nurturing someone else. You should be nurturing yourself. And you're angry about it. Subconsciously. Tired and fatigued, fuzziness, droopiness, your eyes tear, can't stop yawning, and your mind wanders. So those are the things that are attributed to some of the things. Get the book I showed on the screen, The Sixth Sense. These are just a few of them that I thought that was important to mention here today. Amnesia. Amnesia, some people get amnesia based on going into a hospital because they fuck with your head in there. That's why I said don't be going to hospitals taking your medicine. If you were at the first lecture, I showed you the actual medicine that they gave her for high blood pressure, which she don't even have. And the medicine said on the, I have it here today too. You can read it for yourself. It said may not work on black people. Because, of course, we already know our blood pressure is higher than white anyway. Because of the land you're from. Because it's hot there. Your thoughts are more heated. That's why you fight each other more. That's why you're angry quicker. That's why white people are colder, because they're from colder places. Those genetic, morphogenetic grids and spirits that are with you. It's cold here in England in the winter. It's more cold here than hot, right? Same thing in New York. Okay, so if you go to Africa, guess what? It's very hot there. Indigenous people. Okay, so amnesia is in actuality, it's not really the loss of memory. It's the loss of time. It's the loss of time and physical reality.
Right. Y'all hear that? Hopefully y'all took that in. I've been going off of this one lecture for the past 3 lives now. It's called Your Secret Self. Please watch this when you can. In the Bobby video that I showed earlier, that's from one of his, in my opinion, one of his best lectures, Black Mystical Agenda. He goes in on that. What is invoking the spirit? Is, if you think about your question, think about your question. What does it mean to invoke? It means to bring in, to draw in. Unless you're an experienced practitioner, I do not suggest doing that. But again, I'm at the point now, do what you want to do. Okay. Invoking the spirit. Think about the movie The Craft. Okay, The Craft. She wanted to do that. And just like the woman at the bookstore warned her, she said, you must be very experienced to do that. And she was like, lady, just sell me the book. You know, she didn't want to hear nothing. And turns out the bookstore lady was right. You know, it can become dangerous, and especially when the ego is involved. If you haven't seen the show last night that I did with Reverend Patience, please watch it. Okay, we speak about some of these things there. Okay, but invoking the spirit is drawing in. Again, look at the movie The Craft. Okay, I can't think of any other movie that would illustrate invoking. But if you're invoking, you're drawing in. If you're evoking, you're just calling spirit without you, outside of you. You know what I'm saying? So invoke, bringing in. Evoke, calling, like within a triangle of manifestation. You see what I'm saying? You missed us too. Well, Sharon, can you reword that or rephrase it, or what do you mean by that? You missed us too. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Sharon. Wow, y'all don't, not very many responses today. I get life happens. I really wanted this to be a little more interactive, so to speak. I really wanted to know where you draw inspiration from, but not very many people spoke. So I'm just giving you some my own personal experiences when I asked that question. You're talking a lot today. I'm talking a lot. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that. I'm talking a lot. You don't want me to talk? What do you mean? I know what I think you mean, but the way you said it. Sometimes people don't speak because we soak in your info. Namaste. I appreciate it. We missed you last week. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, breaks. I mean, because if I one time I caught myself on Facebook the entire day, and at the end of the day, literally, I was aggravated. I went to bed mad. I didn't even know what it was. My wife was trying to talk to me, and I was like, I didn't even want to talk to her. But I was on Facebook that entire day. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me, but I was on there all day, just fucking around and being interactive with people, and you know, breaks, y'all, breaks. Take social media breaks, please, for your mental health. Okay, get inspired. Poetry, music, meditation, magic, period. There are some spirits that can help you with your mental health. There are some Goetious demons that can do this, that can help you achieve that. Okay. I don't stress, I know I stress it. I don't think I stress it enough. Meditation. Okay. I really stress that one. You got to think with the bombardment of everything that's going, it affects you. Okay. Wash your hair a lot too, because those chemtrails, they trickle down and the energy that's in the air. Okay? You were in a bubble. Oh, absolutely. All right. See you around, Ethan. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Always glad to have you. Speaking of store, I gotta send a send an order out when I get off here. Um, but me and my wife, we're always in a bubble. We have a select group of friends. We don't really hang out anymore. It's just us, you know. But I've said this before. The more you spiritually ascend, the more you get into spirituality, and the more you find yourself, the less you want to be around society. That's one of the sacrifices of walking this path. It's a very lonely path, especially if you get into the deep shit like I have done. It's a very lonely path because for one, you can't talk to everybody about the stuff that you do. You can't. You simply can't. You know. I try to throw things out here and there here on this channel, but other than that, I really, really don't have anyone to talk to. You know, got all this information and nobody to give it to. You know, people don't take this seriously enough for me to just freely just give it out publicly on YouTube. You know, certain parts of the craft have always been protected. See what I'm saying? When you burn candles and put your intentions on a parchment paper, is that Wicca? It can be. Um, Wiccans do that, you know, when you burn candles and put your intentions on a parchment paper. That's just a basic magic practice, what you're asking. It's part of candle magic. You know, it's a part. It's you're not saying you're not specifying. Now, so I just write something down and I burn a candle. And that's you can Google that. You know what I mean? Wiccan is structured. Wicca is structured. Okay. It was founded in 1954 by Gerald Gardner. Okay. The traditions that I fuck with are older than that. All right. Um, but that's where I started. So I don't discard Wicca. Not at all. Okay. This is where I got my beginnings. Okay. You can be a chaos magician and burn a candle and write your intentions on parchment paper. Okay. It's not necessarily exclusive to Wicca or witchcraft. It's not exclusive to that. Most traditions burn candles. So that can be any tradition, right? That doesn't mean you're Wiccan. Okay. Hope I answered your question. Did y'all have any more questions before I go? Any other questions that I can answer? Peace, Technique Twin. Namaste, namastizzle. Okay. Get inspired, y'all. Live. Okay. Live for this life. Don't try to live for death. Don't long for death. That's silly. You're here for a reason. Find out your soul's purpose. Yada, yada, yada. I've said all this before. That's why I said that. But no, seriously, get inspired some kind of way. And I'm seeing a lot of like sad, angry, and just dysfunctional people. You know what I mean? Like, I know all the deciding factors that's going into it, which is why I wanted to ask y'all, where do you get your inspiration from? What is it you do? If you get into a bad mood, how do you get out of it? If you're having some kind of stress over bills, how do you resolve it? Okay. Again, if you did not hear me say this, the mood, the song, the song "All Right" by Alan Anthony is the shit. I can listen to that 12 times, 15 times in a row and never get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the message of that music. It's the message. I am also getting into, I'm enjoying, I don't listen to these newer artists, but I'm enjoying J. Cole. I already like Kendrick Lamar, who my son put me on to, but my son knows me. So he said, you would like him. So I heard the song ADHD while I was playing Grand Theft Auto one day. I'm like, what is that? And that's what my son told me. So he put me on to Kendrick Lamar. My daughter put me on to Kanye West back in the day, like in 2002, you know. So my children inspire me. My wife inspires me. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I get inspiration from my cats. Think about it. They live a very carefree existence. I clean this shit up and I feed them, and they sleep all day and play. There's nothing stressful about that. So I'm not saying be like a cat. I'm just saying make your life stress-free, enrich your life, however you may see fit. If it's not magic, then what is it? Oh, god damn. Y'all hit me with all these messages at once. Massive love, brother Ronan. What's going on? Your inspiration is your close circle. That's what's up. And Ronan, don't worry about being late. You know, it is what it is. You get here when you get here. I just appreciate showing up. In the movie The Craft, she messed up when she evoked the spirit because she did it out of greed and power. She didn't evoke it, she invoked it. And that's what the name of the book was called, Invoking the Spirit. Nay the Great, I like to journal. This is another good thing. Okay? We're splitting off into the fifth dimension and the low vibers are not. That's another reason. You're absolutely correct, Sharon. Absolutely. And work out. That's another one. Yes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. When people send out spells, don't you have to put a protection around yourself? Yeah. You have to. Yeah. But you should also stay ready so that you never have to be ready. Everything I wear is consecrated some kind of way. I just said it on the show last night too with Reverend Patience. I don't wear jewelry for the sake of it. You know, everything has a purpose with me. Okay. I never leave the house without protection. You know, something in my pockets, something under my shirts. You know what I'm saying? Something in my wallet. So if you always stay ready, you never have to get ready. Yes, the gym. Oh yeah, you do like the gym, Sharon. J. Cole is dope. Kendrick is a Gemini. He's dope. Yeah, Kendrick and Kanye. mercurial rappers, and look how great their music is. J. Cole was so dope. I listened to this song on the way to I was on my way bowling. This song came on my channel, and I could not stop listening to it. I listened to it the entire time that it took me to get to bowling. It's called Forbidden Fruit. And I was like, I thought only a Tribe Called Quest sampled that particular beat from Mystic Brew. But and the way he raps, I was like, wow. And I listened to that song the entire, and I never got tired of it. I kept listening. Like, damn, this shit is dope. J. Cole is dope. All these air signs you rock with musically, look at that. I know, right? Drake said his mom taught him to wait 72 hours to react, because by the second day, you kind of calm down by then. By the third day, most people have forgotten most actions. Much inspiration comes from the many masters you share with us and many that are on the planet right now with us. That's what I'm talking. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. You know, I tried to put y'all on to. I didn't get to Dr. Yafa Bey today, but I tried to put y'all on to people who y'all should be looking at. These are people I consider master teachers. So that's why I constantly show clips, because maybe y'all take it upon yourselves to actually look up their lectures and look at them for yourself. Your secret self should be looked at. Black mystical agenda should be looked at. How to survive the fall of Rome, that should be looked at. Phil Valentine, if you're into Phil Valentine, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Ben, you know, y'all know everybody. Khalid Muhammad, see what I'm saying? So start your morning with something inspirational. Start your day. Set the tone for your day. Thanks for joining me today. I will see y'all next week. I'm the one and only, the spiritual, the sorceress, the mystical, the magical, the one and only, the inexplicable Magick LaQuile. As I greet you in peace, namaste. Until next time, y'all, have a great one.